Alright, YouTubers, what's going on? This is Travis D. Young again, bringing you another drone flight. This one is going to be 1,150 feet AGL in downtown Houston, part 107. We're going to go ahead and get right into it real quick. This is the skyline of of Houston. Now that looks like the tallest building, but that is not it. That's going to be that one right there. It's a JP Morgan Chase Tower. This one's actually at 992 feet. This one is going to be at 1,002 feet. So for part 107, you can actually go up to 1,402 feet. Now today, on this day, we had some stratus clouds, some alto stratus clouds up there. Not this day that you're looking at. It was 2 days after this, but those are some, looks like some cumulus right there. But we had some nimbostratus come in and bring some precipitation. So I only actually got up to 1,150 feet right here. But that's okay. It was just a preliminary. I wasn't trying to max out at the 1,400, just trying to see how the wind was, the vortex off the buildings, and yeah, so we'll get right into it. So here we go. So right here, this is on the street. We're actually looking at the JP Morgan Chase Tower. This is my Garmin handheld 66i. I'm just showing you, I keep this handy on me because it can show me the positions of the satellites. And we look like we had 10 above the horizon right there. I just turned the screen on. I'm going to bring it back up there. See, boom, we got 10 satellites right there above the horizon. So we got plenty good signal. I'm going to go set it in a better place to launch. I choose this spot just because there's not going to be a lot of people out today and not a lot of traffic. So I'm going to launch right across the street. There's no, it's not like a restaurant, so there's not like patrons sitting outside or anything. But we're going to launch on the north end of the Chase Tower, and that's for two reasons. The first reason is because it's right out of Class B airspace, but the second reason is because of the vortex, wind vortex coming off the building. The wind's going to be coming from the north and from the west, and so being on the north side of the building, we will prevent any type of vectoring to deviate the aircraft. So here we go. We start right here. I don't go too high. I put it in sport mode just that way I can have a better reaction time if I saw any deviation from wind or anything else. But right here, I'm just trying to check how the wind is and see what's going on, the wind profile as I get a little bit higher between all these buildings. Don't really see a lot of deviation. It's pretty, as you know, taking your Part 107, your stratus clouds, that's going to be your most stable air, so you're not going to get a lot of turbulence. So this is actually really perfect weather. Plus, the stratus clouds will lay that blanket of cloud above you, so that way you won't have that sun in your eyes while you're trying to maintain your VLOS, your visual line of sight. It kept telling me a little bit of radio frequency interference, but I didn't see anything. I kept pretty much 5 bars the entire time until I got right above 1,000 feet. But as you can see, we got 11, 12 satellites, so we don't have a problem with any GPS signal. We're good. Not a lot of wind. You can tell. It's a very nice day. We have good visibility. We have a blanket of gray sky, so it's very stable air. We will have some precipitation coming soon, so I don't go too high. But yeah, I maxed out on my altitude at 400 feet, so I'm gonna raise my altitude ceiling to 1,000 feet. I always like setting my limits, that way I don't unknowingly go too high unintentionally, because you can do that real quick, especially while you're in something like sport mode. But here we go, we're at 400 feet, so this is the typical altitude limit for anyone else not holding a Part 107, but because we are Part 107 and we are within 400 feet of a structure, we can go up to 400 feet above that structure, and we're not in any controlled airspace, so we are green, good to go. I'm not sure why it says right here all this gimbal calibration. I think I'm gonna have to send it in. It has fallen a few times, and maybe that's done something, but I mean it looks pretty even right now. So we're right getting at 1,000 feet. I'm aiming away from the building for the reason I'm trying to, just look for aircraft as well, being aware of my surroundings. There are helicopters flying in this area, not really between buildings, but there we are. So this is the JP Morgan Chase Tower. That is 1,000 feet. We are right above it. So there's the top of the building. It's a pretty crazy view right there. And there's a view of Houston. I really wasn't, again, focusing on trying to get good photography right now. I'm just trying to maintain the aircraft and not deviate. I'm right below it, looking straight up at it. It's, I'm just focusing on everything around me. At this time, I start to descend. I want to come back down. I got up to 1,000. I wanted to see how it was. I didn't know if the wind was stronger up there as you get higher, and it really wasn't. It was pretty stable the entire way. So we're gonna go ahead and come back down and just check the aircraft, the batteries, make sure everything looks good, and probably go back up to see if I can get a little bit higher. Um, yeah, as you can see, there's not a lot of traffic right now. It's kind of early in the morning. It's on a weekend, so there's not going to be a lot of traffic. Just worst case scenario, something did happen and I did lose communication with the aircraft and it falls or whatever. You want to be able to minimize what you're doing. Also, this is with a DJI Mini 2. This is a 249-gram aircraft, so this is less than 250.55 pound, that you're supposed to register for the FAA. This craft actually is still registered, although it's under 249 grams. But I like the DJI Mini 249 gram because in the case that something does happen, it will minimize damage as well. So there I am saying, hey, let's see. So we're gonna land back right here. I'm gonna check out the aircraft again. We're gonna go ahead and speed it up a little bit. All right, I'm going back up. Again, checking out wind, making sure it's still good. Weather still looks very clear. We're gonna go all the way up. I'm again in sport mode because I want to have quick reaction time. I want to see how high I can get. So I set it to 1,390 feet because I definitely do not want to go over 1,400 feet. It's ascending pretty good, 10, 11 miles an hour. Not bad. Try and get a little bit more, do a little rotation on the way up to get a good view all around. I tried to time it that way. When I get to the top of the Chase Tower, you'll see it as it peaks. We're at 800 feet, going up, up, up. Here we go. You're about to see the JP Morgan Chase Tower coming in on the left part of the screen. There it is. We just hit 1,000. We are above it. Not a lot of wind. Actually no wind at all. There we go. 1,150 feet. I was a little nervous. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was a little bit nervous at this altitude. That's a crazy shot right there, though. There you have it, though. The highest civilian drone flight that I know of in Texas. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start the descent down. This is all still a preliminary flight. I did not plan to go above really 1,000 feet, and definitely not to 1,400, especially not without some visual observers on the ground watching me and keeping those extra eyes out. So another reason is it began to precipitate at this time, and rain is starting to fall. So that's another reason I want to get it out of the sky. You want to minimize your chances of anything bad happening. So here we go. We're gonna descend all the way down. I'm gonna go ahead and speed it up a little bit. All right. I don't think I deviated more than 10 feet from my original launch position. I stayed above the sidewalk. There we go. Coming back in for a good landing. Perfect. DJI Mini did great. So y'all like, subscribe, tell me what you think, put it in the comments, and I'll respond to it. Thank y'all for watching.